Another statue that is a symbol of racist and colonial violence. Look at what John A. MacDonald did to Indigenous people and how he intentionally tried to starve communities, to cut off food sources, to build the railroad in order to stop descent from the Métis people in Winnipeg. He was violent and he was a slaver. He was in support of anti-Black racism. Why are we celebrating him? Why was that statue, pink paint on that statue, more important than the lives of Black queer women, of mad queer women, of activists who were brought in and driven around with no explanation before finally being released 16 to 17 hours afterwards? You know that with white people, they book them and release them within an hour.
That's right.
Our people were held for so long, moved around without counsel, despite being no threat to community. Where is the crime? Black people around the world are reminding white supremacists that we don't belong to you. We never did.
The arrestees were never given access to legal counsel. Legal counsel was not allowed to read what they were being asked to sign. And in some cases, in one of the cases, in the case of Jenna Reed, she was being asked to sign something that she had not seen, that she had not read, and that she had not been told the contents of. She was asked to sign something just on name alone without ever being told what she was being charged for and without ever being told what she was signing. Legal counsel asked for access to be able to get in to see what they were being asked to be signed, and this was denied. Would you sign something? Would you sign a legal document without having your lawyer look it over? They wouldn't either. So I just want you to realize that this is highly unusual, to be stuck without access to legal counsel, without access to a doctor, which was requested, without access to medication, and then being held for the length of time that they were being held. This is highly unusual. All of the legal teams that we spoke to said that this was highly irregular. This was trying to set an example. This was about criminalizing dissent. This was about criminalizing protest. This was about criminalizing activism. This was about trying to push back against our message to defund the police.
So in the course of the 12 hours, there were 2 phone calls. The first phone call was made at approximately 3:15 p.m. At that time, all 3 of the detainees all confirmed that none of them had access to a lawyer. None of them were provided access to a lawyer. They never spoke to a lawyer. So that's another false piece of information that went out. The second phone call was barred up until, I would say, about like late into the night, like closer to, I would say closer to midnight. And at that time, I was able to speak to my client.